welcome to Neptuna Tarot. My name is Cassidy and I'm so grateful you guys clicked on today. So today we are just going to be doing some quick messages from Spirit. What do they want you to know? We pulled 3 lovely options today. Pile number 1, you guys shuffled the Light card. All right, pile number 2, you guys shuffled the Support card. And finally, pile number 3, you shuffled Free Spirits. All right, so there will be a 30-second meditation to give you some more time to decide which pile is for you. If you're still struggling to decide, you can also check out the timestamps down below. I always shuffle songs for every pile. And if you're interested in personal readings, there's also information in the description box on how to get in touch with me. All right, I will see you at your pile. Bye. Hi guys, welcome. If you chose pile number 1 with Light, I'm getting isolation, okay? We also have bottom of the deck, the Hermit. So I do feel like a strong isolating energy coming from you. Like maybe you just don't want to be bothered. You don't want to be like, you don't want to work with others at this time. And I feel like Spirit is saying that this is okay, that at times it is necessary to work individually. At times it is necessary to work on things that we want to accomplish for ourselves. Like it's giving me 9 of Pentacles energy, where you are the creator, you know, you manifest your vision and it's not touched by the hands of anybody else. And that's the thing, is I do feel strongly here with the Knight of Wands, there are other people that are craving your energy. I'm actually getting multiple people. At first I was strongly just getting one person, but there's multiple people here that are tugging on your energy. They want to collaborate with you. They want to work with you. You have a light, okay? You have a light, but for some reason, there's something that you need to accomplish individually. With the Page of Swords, Spirit wants you to know that people are lurking on your social medias. I heard Instagram immediately, but I do feel like it's on different platforms because we have multiple people here that are keeping their eye on you, and it's because you have a light. I don't know if you just are very spiritual. You know, I would assume as you're coming to a tarot reading that you feel connected and you're open to messages. So I don't know if other people probably sense that about your energies, like an openness. They feel your like a safety in your spirituality. Yeah, like the lighthouse, like it's a safe house. Like you are a safe space, but it just makes me kind of curious, who is a safe space for you? You know, it's like, who do you go to? And I feel like at this time, you're turning to yourself. Like you are going within. You're not trying to find external, I don't want to say validation. It's like external comfort. Like there's just something you really want to accomplish on your own. And I just keep hearing this phrase of like, people want to put their hand in the honey pot. Like I keep getting that. Like, and I keep visually seeing like a bunch of like, you know, it's not a big jar. I mean, I guess it's a, you know, a decent sized jar, but it's like, it looks like toddlers. You know how toddlers are just so messy and they don't really give a shit? You know, they just do whatever they want. They're just grabbing and like making a mess. And especially with honey, something that is sticky and like, you know, it's just giving me really nasty, like, like I hate to say this, it sounds like I hate kids. I don't hate kids, but it's like, I am a little bit of a germaphobe, you know, and kids can be very dirty. So I'm just picturing like toddler age, you know, with like the boogers all over their face, like the food on their face, the sticky fingers, sticky hands. You never know what they've been touching. And I feel like that's your energy, is almost like this annoyance from other people trying to disrupt a level of, I want to say, self-discovery, because yeah, hermit energy is introspection. It's, yeah, going within for the answers. Like the answers are within you and you're searching, you're seeking out guidance as well, like inner guidance, in order to build something. Like you have really big dreams, I believe, really big goals. And I think there's specific goals that only you can accomplish on your own. And I do get a sense of a warning here from spirits, where they are warning you to not close yourself off completely. I find it interesting that her arm is only half crossed. You know, it's like only the one arm kind of crossing over instead of two arms crossed. So I feel like they're kind of telling you not to close yourself off completely. You know, don't cross the other arm, where it's like you just kind of give up on community and coming together with other people to kind of build something bigger than yourself. It's like right now I feel like you're trying to build something on your own that, you know, it's very much something that only you can do on your own. And for some of you, like, this might not even be like something physical or tangible. This could literally be building your confidence, you know, building your self-trust, building a sense, like I keep getting like solar plexus chakra, which is all about your confidence. It's all about like you really loving and taking care of yourself and knowing that you deserve the best. And, you know, it's just like coming from that place of like self-belief, self-trust. So for some of you, it's not like a physical, tangible success. Like, because for some of you, I am getting that, where it's like you want to make like a certain amount of money by a certain age, something like that. And I don't know, like I don't have those goals personally, but I'm sure other people have goals like that. And like maybe to have their dream job by a certain time, or just like in their lifetime. It could also be like owning a house. But I mean, that I feel like might take collaboration, but it's up to you. I mean, maybe that's something you've always dreamed of doing on your own, you know, being able to afford that. Who in this economy? Okay. Go off. get your house, you know? But for others of you, it could just be something more spiritual. It's like, it's something you're seeking answers for, but it's also just something I feel like maybe you've wanted for a really long time. Like the way I just said that, like desperation, craving it. It's like maybe it's something you've just envisioned since you were a kid, and you're trying to honor your inner child by manifesting those dreams. So I'm not sure. It's going to vary. You know, these are collective readings. So of course these messages can be open, but yeah, let's go back to the caution energy of just don't close yourself off completely. Yeah, no, we already went through that message. I mean, it's like I said, it's about creating something bigger than yourself. It's like something that, it's like, I feel like once you kind of get to that 9 of Pentacles, in order to get to that 10, which is like legacy, or financial stability, financial abundance, you know, it's just like luxury, you know, it's just, I mean, take it as it resonates, you know, but it's like that 9 of Pentacles is more about independence, standing on your own, building something for yourself. And then that 10 is collaborative, you know, it's like having the family, having the people that you love around you, and it's like you've built this dream together, heavy on the family. So it's like, for some of you, maybe you want to start a family kind of thing, but it's like maybe you feel like before you can start a family, there are things that you have to accomplish before then. Like for some of you, yeah, it's like buying a house, making sure like you have laid the stability down in order to make a comfortable space. Yes. So Page of Swords. I'm mostly getting, yeah, social media creeps. I don't feel like Spirit is worried about this. They just like want you to be aware. You know, they just want you to be aware that you draw in people. You are magnetic. You have this light. I feel like you're a safe space for people. And so just be wary, you know, of like who you let in, who you choose to be in your energy, especially because, like I was saying before, it's like you are the safe place for people, but who is the safe place for you, you know? Like finding your safe people. And that's interesting that I'm saying that, safe, you know? I'm not sure if there has been like a break in your belief of other people, like a mistrust of others. So maybe that's also something you're working through at this time. We have Justice. All right. Justice. Okay. Yeah, Spirit wants you to know everything is working out. They're wanting you to know that they believe in you and they feel like you are working to make very balanced choices. You know, like the scales here are balanced. I think that you have been working with, especially with the Hermit energy, to integrate your shadow. And I like that there's like the window with the space and the darkness. Like you've been integrating this shadow. You could listen to a lot of music. You could play video games here. What's on her shirt? Her shirt has another window. Why am I hearing eyes are the window to the soul? There's something here about eyes coming through, especially, yeah, I'm just being drawn to eyes, and it's almost like they're like you can tell the difference between who you're comfortable with because you feel safe like looking at them in the face. Like, I don't know, there's something about eye contact and like communicating while making eye contact. Like, I don't know if you're very shy. Like I said, it feels like there's a mistrust of others that surrounds you at this time, and like you're kind of going solo. Like I'm just getting like a solo energy of like, I'm on my own, I'm doing my own thing, everybody leave me be. And it's almost like I think what will help you figure out who are your safe people is by, you'll feel more comfortable like looking at their face, looking them in the eyes, speaking directly to them. Okay? Because yeah, I'm just getting like the differences, like there's annoyance on their face here. And I just get this energy of like, there's just some people you just are not interested in working with. Like, you don't want their hands in the honey pot. Like, I'm just hearing their nasty little hands. You don't want their hands in the honey pots, in your honey pot. Why am I seeing Winnie the Pooh? Oh my goodness. I just feel like that's kind of your energy, is like, well, I mean, I feel like he was more focused on community, but I also feel like Pooh Bear, the fact I'm talking about Pooh Bear in my readings, this is crazy. Never done this before, but it's almost like he does tend to go off on his own, you know, and almost in like a search for honey. Like, that's what fulfillment is to Pooh Bear, right? Is like finding honey, eating honey. That's his 10 of no, that's his 9. Let's say that's the 9 of Pentacles for him. But I think, you know, it's going to vary for all of you what that is to you. Like, going off on your own, building that garden, creating something for yourself. Let's see, what am I missing? Am I missing anything? Okay. We have 3 of Cups, Temperance. Like, I'm telling you, they really don't want you to close yourself off. I feel like I'm hearing you have really good friends. Like, you have really good people around you at this time that will be there for you, that will like help you out, party with you, have a good time with you. So it's almost like you need to have more fun, I think, at this time. Like, because I'm kind of getting like this isolation. So it's like, please, please, please reach out to friends. Like, that's what Spirit is saying, is like, please reach out to the people that you know are there for you, that you know love you, that make you feel safe. Like, reach out to your support system. If you are feeling like alone, oh, we have 2 of Cups. And I love when 2 of Cups is the same person, almost like a reflection of themselves, because like I said, you're finding balance right now, like your own balance. We have Temperance, Justice, and the 2 of Cups. Like, this is all about yin yang. Look, we have the brain and the heart, you know, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground, the scales. Yeah, just like 2 cups both being full. I don't know why. I feel like you might see yourself as like there's like this light side of you and there's this dark side of you, and I feel like you're just really doing everything you can right now to integrate the shadow and to blend and to balance, because once you find that balance, I feel like that's gonna unlock the solar plexus, you know, chakra, like we were talking about, and that's where all this confidence is coming in, and like self-assurance, self-trust. It's like, I think you're really working on balancing out your energy, and it's like, you know, you have to do this alone. It's almost like getting help, you know, like getting help or admitting there's a problem. It's like, no one's gonna do the work for you. So like, you have to want it. You have to actively be making choices here that lead you towards balance. I think that's what you really want, is just like to keep a level head. What am I missing, Spirit? All right. There's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of smoke on this card. Okay. And I'm getting like a clouded energy of like, I feel like the more that you isolate, the more clouded. Like it's almost like the less that you're going to be able to trust other people, you know? It's like, don't make other people the enemy, because it's almost like, see yourself in others, be forgiving of others, be open with others, in the same way that you'd want people to treat you. What is the message, Spirit? Don't close yourself off. I think they're telling you it's totally fine to set boundaries with people that you don't want around you. But to what point is this just pushing people away? Like, yes, there's something you're meant to do on your own, but just don't push people away. I think right now you're trying to balance your head and your heart. Like, maybe you feel like your heart wants something, but logically it does, like logically your brain is telling you it's not gonna work. And that's where like building that self-trust once again is coming in, because you know, the more and more you trust yourself, it's like the easier these decisions will be made, because it's like you'll know to listen to both, you know, you're listening to both the head and the heart, because both of them kind of work together as a team, as this, I just heard symbiosis. What is that even the right way to say that? Like, there's just this beautiful like balance between the two that needs to be had. It's like, for some of you, you use your head way too much, like you're way too logical, and like you don't let people in, you push people away. For others of you here, you use your heart way too much, and you know, it's gotten you hurt, and you know, there's a lot of emotions involved. But there needs to be that healthy balance here of like, okay, logically, here's the facts, this is what I know, this is the wisdom that I have, but my heart is also wanting this, and I need to honor what my heart wants as well. And it's like coming together to have that blend, and that way you can honor both your feelings and your intelligence, like your logical mind. There's something here about like, yeah, pushing other people away, or I just heard punishing. It's almost like there's a level of, let me get another card, because we have the Two of Cups here. I want to keep that out. Self-love, self-trust, self-belief. And for some of you, it's like you've been either too much in this like light energy, like where it's just like overly positive, and then there's others that are more in this dark energy. It's like you've been in one degree too long, and it's not working. Like, it's not getting you, like, you're not feeling good about your choices right now. The Tower in reverse. Like, I'm getting this energy of, I've been through tower moments before and I didn't like it. And I feel like you kind of blame tower moments on other people. Like, it always seems to involve other people. It's like, another person hurt me, another person, you know, for some of you, it's like getting attached to people and then losing them, like grieving them. Yeah, it's like when shit hits the fan, when things are falling apart, I think you tend to point the finger and say, you know, this would have never happened if I just stayed to myself. if I just isolated and didn't let people in. But I think the real tower moment for you will be in the future if you choose to kind of close yourself off completely, not open yourself up to love. And that's just like in all sense of things, like friendship, community, romantic partners, like just love in general. If you don't open yourself up to that, I think the future will almost be like an inevitable tower moment. Inevitable tower moment. Where it's like you will be alone. Like you will be alone. And like also there's that level of missing out on this group collaboration. Like coming together with others to build something bigger than yourself. You won't be a part of that. There will, like, you'll only get to that 9 of Pentacles. So I think the real tower moment is this isolation. If it's a complete isolation, like if you never come out of your hermit mode, that's where the tower is actually like manifesting itself in your future. Wow, okay, I hope this is all making sense. And like I said, I feel like Spirit's not trying to like really scare you, because I think Spirit is actually respecting the fact that you're in this isolation at this time. Like I feel like Spirit agrees that this is necessary, like you are on this path. But I feel like a warning, because I kind of get this energy as yes with the tower. It's very comfortable. Like I feel like you're going to get to a place where you're going to feel very comfortable on your own, isolated. And it's almost like Spirit's like, okay, like that wasn't the lesson, you know? There were things you needed to learn on your own and introspect on your own, and like I said, build this self-love, this self-trust, self-belief. But once that is built, it's almost like you can be sent out into the world to spread this light, to spread or to build something with the community, or like I said, build something bigger than yourself. Ace of Swords. I'm hearing like start the conversation. Like if there's something you want to say it. Because I just kind of get like future regrets. Like if you don't say it now, when will you say it? It's almost like you pass somebody in the street and you really, really like their skirt, their hat, whatever. You really like it, and or you think that this person is beautiful, something, you know, and it's like you hold it in, you don't say it. It's like, why are you holding back love? You know, why are you holding back your opinions as well, your thoughts, your ideas? And I feel like it could come from, like a lack of self-belief, self-trust, where you're like unsure of what to say. And that's because that hasn't been built. Like there hasn't been this energy of like knowing self and trusting self and like, okay, being able to openly be yourself. You know, like, yeah, this is all about you kind of tapping in, learning who you are in order to kind of take it that step further. Like isolation is not the lesson. It's where you are right now. And I feel like you could really be disinterested in people, but look, like these are new beginnings. There could be people that really like love you and they just want to give you a cup of love. And I'm hearing this one card I have in another deck. It says like love, get some, give some, it'll cheer your ass up. Like I've heard that twice now, so I have to say it. Get some, give some, it'll cheer your ass up. It's the Rebel Oracle, if you guys know what that one is. It's like, that deck is so harsh, I don't even use it anymore, really. get some, give some, it'll cheer your ass up. Like, I feel like, yes, like you're on a mission, you're doing your thing, but when this comes in, are you going to miss these opportunities? Are you going to miss out on things you should have said? Miss out on, offers, romantic offers, even just like collaborative offers, like discussing ideas. Like, I'm just seeing people that are passionate about the same thing coming together and working together. Like, I'm seeing like somebody start a band, you know, it's like a singer and guitarist, a bass player, drummer, like, okay, let's go. Tambourines, bring them in. Like, but it's almost like, if you didn't know who you were, if you didn't build also like a skill set, like let's say vocal ability, drumming, tambourine, you know, if you didn't learn those things prior, you're not going to be able to come into this unit or whatever this is that you're building with others. You're not going to be able to come into it confidently. You see how this is a stepping stone? We're on a stepping stone here. Woo, okay. I feel like we finally got to the message, so I'm just gonna go ahead. This was supposed to be way shorter. Oh my god, these were supposed to be like 20 minutes, but this reading was very confusing. I won't lie. Like, I'm getting with the smoke. It's like very clouded. Even there's smoke all over there, and I think this is smoke too. Yeah, like the messages was, we had to get there, you know? What's the last message from Spirit? What does Spirit want them to know? Our pile ones. What do they want them to know? Positive outcome. At this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes. Whether through love, fear, or indifference, you are always creating something. So remember to keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. And this isn't completely about positivity, right? Like, this is just about, I want to say more about finding balance. And also, yeah, it's like building more balance in your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes. Like, I feel like for some of you, you're at extremes. Like, you're at extremes where it's like you're either closed off from your feelings or you're very over emotional. Your beliefs, it's like you could believe, like, have very negative beliefs where it's like you distrust others, you distrust yourself, or almost like hyper positive beliefs where it's almost like naive and you're like, no, people don't mean to do me like that. And it's just like finding that healthy balance. And once you're balanced, once you're in that space, like, you'll be able to manifest something. I was going to say positive, you know, but I feel like it's more so what you have been wanting. Bottom of the deck, acceptance. There is nothing about you that you need to fix. Reclaim the disowned parts of you that yearn for love and acceptance. You are beautiful just as you are, regardless of any faults you may perceive you have. You are an eternally radiant being of light. Accept all that you are and just be you. When you truly accept yourself, your whole world will magically and lovingly transform. This is also about, like I said, yeah, self-love, self-trust, self-belief, self-acceptance. Once you fully accept yourself, your whole world will magically and lovingly transform. Because I just feel like that I just saw a shit ton of doors opening. Like, it's literally like a hallway of doors, and they just all like swung open at the same time. So I feel like there's good things coming. I don't know if you're gonna, like, maybe you feel alone right now, but just know that you can build this self-belief. Like, you can build this solar plexus chakra up. And once you do, boom. I just feel like things are gonna happen for you. All right, that's all I'm getting. Let me stop rambling here. I really hope that this helped. I really hope this made sense. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Until next time, y'all, I'm sending you all the best. Love, light, protection, blessings. Bye. Welcome, pile number 2s. You chose the support card here. So what does Spirit want you to know at this time? I just keep hearing help is on the way. Like Spirit just wants you to know help is on the way. They've got you spiritually. Like I feel like a lot of spiritual support is coming in. I don't know, ancestral angels, like whatever you believe in here. It's just this protection, this shield of protection is coming around you at this time. Here's the thing with this pile. I get somebody trying to kind of come for you. Somebody is... Here's the thing, they have problems with their emotions. So I think that this person was triggered by something that you said or did, and this person has taken it very, very personally. So I think that somebody has this like vendetta against you, and I do see somebody trying to slow things down for you. Yeah, they're trying to also, I just get a sabotage energy. And that's why I'm getting that energy of like, help is on the way. It's like this plan, whatever this plan is that this person has to kind of slow you down. I do feel like they're trying to affect your connections, like your friendship, like collaboration. So they could be like gossiping. They could be, yeah, like saying negative things about you to other people. It does feel like this could be in a workplace. So just take it if it resonates. Like this could be somebody in a workplace who's just not being professional because they're emotionally like reactive. They're just very reactive here. It's something you said or did, or I just heard jealousy, like for some of you. It's so funny. Yeah, like there's just something about you that triggers this person. And so I think that they want to slow down your progress. They don't want other people to like collaborate, support you. Yeah, support you. But I feel like this person doesn't realize how much spiritual protection you have around you. It's actually funny. Like I feel like your guides are literally laughing in this person's face because I think that they truly believe that they're going to change something, like change your path or affect your path, affect your story is what I just heard. This could be a past like lover, a past friend. This could be a coworker, like I said. Like it just feels like something happened between the two of you where this person became very emotionally triggered by you, by something you said or did. It's interesting though because Spirit is also telling you that there is going to be a period where you're slowing down. I just heard the heat. So if you're watching this when I upload it, you know, this is right before summer. And so for some of you, it's like the heat is going to kind of slow you down. Like if you live in a really hot area, the heat might get to you. So it's almost like they're wanting you to just take extra good care of yourself. Let yourself slow down. I almost get that, like, you're a go-getter. Like, you're just somebody who's trying to get things done and progress. And this person is very triggered by your success, by your beauty. And that's where I get like a jealous coworker, like a jealous friend. This could even be like somebody that you don't even know, like somebody that your partner, or it could even be like an ex, like their new girlfriend, their new boyfriend. They're jealous of you. They don't like you just because maybe this person has their eye on somebody and that person is like obsessed with you or something. Like, I just do not like this gaze here. Like, this gaze feels so, it feels so focused and obsessed and cold. Very cold. But as I was saying, though, is like Spirit doesn't want you to freak out if things slow down. Like, because for some of you, I feel like you like to keep things going. You like to work really hard. You like to be a go-getter. You like to feel like you're moving towards success. Yeah, we have the Emperor here. I think this is you. And maybe that's why it could be like a coworker or even like a boss, because it's almost like you are a boss, like you are a leader. Like, people respect you. People look up to you and they genuinely like people might even stick up for you behind your back. It's like, let's say this person is like trying to talk shit, or or trying to like ruin these connections. It's like there are people who are like, pile two's not like that. Like, there are people that are like, what are you talking about? Like, there are people who are like, don't say that shit around me. Like, there are people that are on your side here, and they see the genuine person that you are. They see that you are very logical, grounded, strategic is what I just heard. So a lot of intelligence. Like, damn, are you like a triple threat? Like, intelligence, beauty. You could have a good body, like very curvy. What was that? What was that just came out of me? Like, that's how people feel. There's some people that are like eating this up, like in a good way. They're like, just as much as this person has their eye on you, other people do too, and in a positive way of like, they kind of want a piece. Like, people are recognizing that you are very well-rounded. You're very well-rounded. I just keep hearing like this energy of like destined for success. Like, you are a go-getter. You're going to reach your goals no matter what. And it's like, people sense that. People feel that. People are intimidated by your energy. Especially, with the Emperor. People are intimidated. And this person is very, very triggered by this. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Four of Swords. So like, Spirit is saying to get your rest. Like I was saying, I feel like you will be entering this period of slowing down soon. Like I said, summertime, heat. Like, I just see somebody like laying on their bed with the fan blowing on them full blast. Like, just, I don't know, just like really making themselves comfortable. Make yourself comfortable at this time. And I feel like they're also, I just heard don't sweat it. There's so many like hot sweat energy. I don't know. It's like this person really wants you to sweat something, and like they want to shake up your energy. They want to throw you off your game. And so I feel like Spirit is just saying like, take a nap. They're just telling you like, I don't know. It's like your guides trust you immensely because they know what you're like. They know your work ethic. They know that you are somebody who is driven and focused, and like you're this emperor, you know, it's like you will work towards your goals very logically, very ambitiously. And so it's almost like your guides trust you, and they're like, if you take a nap today, you're still going to be successful tomorrow. Be easier on yourself, like be gentle with yourself, because I just feel like if you're going hard and like that will burn you out, that will throw you off your game if you're doing too much. All right, doing the most. And I feel like whoever this hater is, I feel like it's a main person. Like there's one motherfucker, you know, that's like just like hates you, and that's a strong word. I don't think they hate you, they're triggered by you. You trigger a lot of insecurity in this person. They don't see themselves as an emperor. And that's what I think this person wants to be. They want other people to look at them as a leader. But I'm hearing like no one wants to listen to you, because when you open your mouth, you talk shit. You know, it's like, why would I want to listen to somebody who only has shitty things to say? Like your breath smells like shit because that's all you do is talk shit. This is so funny. And I feel like also I was drawn to the fangs, and I just kind of get like, be scary, you know, scare these bitches, scare these people. If someone's scared of you, show some fang, you know, show your fangs. Like, don't be afraid to kind of bite back. Don't be afraid to call somebody out. Don't be afraid to, I mean, I don't want to say like, especially if this is workplace, you have to be really careful with that. You know, you don't want to be causing conflict at your workplace. But if this is somebody else that's just like, I don't know, I mainly get you just need to block them and like move on. But for some of you, this is like somebody you have to see on a regular basis. And so I just feel like you need to just be very gentle with yourself. Take really good care of yourself so that like when you're in these moments of like feeling this person's evil eye, you can bite back, you know, you'll have that energy, that strength to be able to be like, what do you mean by that? Tell me more, Susan, you know, whatever. What am I missing here, Spirit? What am I missing? What else is the message? Wheel of Fortune. You're destined for success. The ball is rolling. And so I just feel like you're kind of the kind of person that might be scared when things slow down, because you're like, oh, the ball is gonna stop rolling. You know, the wheel is gonna stop spinning. But I just kind of get this luck. You have some kind of luck. I don't know if what you did in a past life maybe to get some good karma, because I feel this energy of you just having a lot of luck in this lifetime, like Jupiter energy. You could have Sagittarius placements, you could have Aries placements, Scorpio. Some of you, yeah, you're really into tarot. Like, I mean, if you're here at this reading, I kind of assume you either are really into it or you just stumbled along here somehow. But either way, I feel like you're very connected with your spiritual team. You're very protected. Look, yeah, that it feels like a shield, a bubble. So maybe some of you do need to cast some kind of protection spells, protection rituals, whatever you do, to just kind of maybe even like ask spirit, ask your team, your guides, your angels, ancestors, spirit team, whatever you believe in. Ask them for assistance. Say, I need your protection at this time. Like, I know that I'm gonna be around this person and I just need you to please work your magic and just give it over to spirit, you know, release it, give it over to spirit. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Get your rest. Get your 8 hours. The World in reverse. I just keep getting this energy of like you being scared of the end. Like you're scared. Like some of you are like workaholics. Some of you here, like you almost don't know when to stop. You don't know when to slow down. For some of you, you do have a hard time maybe setting boundaries with people. Like maybe this person is somebody that you can set a boundary with and say, I don't want to speak with you anymore. Like I know that you know, you are like, maybe if you don't have any proof that they're sending you evil, I don't say that. But if you've just been getting really negative energy, just, you know, boundaries can also be just like you literally having boundaries with yourself where you're like, I'm not going to speak to this person. And that's a decision you're making for yourself, for your protection. But as I was saying, it's like I just keep coming back to like a ball rolling, and it's almost like you are terrified for when that ball stops rolling. And for some of you, this is like having a fear of like getting older, like getting to an age where maybe you physically, like, you know, mobily can't move around as you would like, be as mobile as you would like, I should say. You know, it's almost like there, you feel like there's gonna come a day where you're not gonna have the energy, you're not gonna have the strength that you do now. And so I just kind of get this like go-getter, ambitious, like it's now or never, like it's now or never. And I just feel like your guides love you for this. They love you for this. They love your spirit. They love your ambitious soul. Like and that's why they're supporting you. Don't get me wrong. That's why they're here surrounding you. But I think you do need to kind of slow down at times. You do need to give yourself the proper rest and care that you need. It's almost like I'm seeing race cars. You're literally a race car. And you need to make that pit stop, okay? Or you're not gonna make it. You know, you're not gonna be able to keep going. Like, know when to call it quits. Know when to go home after late hours at the office. Know when to call it a night. Know when to set boundaries. Know when to say no to people. Some of you might also be like very giving. Like that's why people see you as a leader as well, because you're very generous, you're respectful. I was actually going to say respectable, but I think the fact that you're respectful is respectable. Spirit's so silly. The way these things come out, okay? Maybe I'm just silly. Okay, refocus. Like people respect your opinion because like I was saying, these boundaries, yes. Like saying no to people. Creating distance between people that you know are toxic or trying to sabotage you in some way. Six of Swords. This card is literally about moving to calmer waters. I feel like there's a lot of stress and burden that you're carrying and you're not really focusing on it. You're not really kind of nurturing yourself at this time because you're just so focused on your goals and success, and it's wonderful. It's admirable. It's, oh my God, Spirit like wants to give you so much applause for this. But slow down, pit stop, take a nap. Don't burn yourself out. The wheel will keep spinning for you. And I think there's something about facing this fear. Like facing this fear of slowing down. Facing this fear of maybe, like I said, getting older. Like, why are you so scared to slow down? Why? Like really digging deep, you know? Why are you so scared to say no to others at times? What am I missing? Ace of Pentacles, Tower, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like with the Tower, you're like, it's like, you know, things are going to happen whether you like it or not, you know? Like, you're very much aware that you can't stop the Tower, but I think some of you are still trying, you know? You're still kind of trying to push yourself. But I do feel like some of you are very much on the verge of like burning out, and you might not even really realize this. Like with the Tower here, it's like you're a brink, it's like you're on the brink of falling apart. And it's like some of you need to cry, like some of you need like physical support, like a hug, you know, like a massage, I don't know, because some of you are dealing with high stress, like high stress situations, especially like in a workplace. But we have this Ace of Pentacles, and yeah, I get a sense of like, you work so hard, and you the fear is like all of this being taken away. Like everything that you worked for kind of leading to nothing. Like having this Tower moment, like letting yourself fall apart. It's almost like you feel like maybe if you let yourself fall apart, you're like sabotaging opportunities for yourself, or like there's something here just like about losing. You don't want to lose, like you I'm a winner, baby, you know, like you can't accept this defeat. But with this Queen of Swords, I just feel like you need to kind of be a little honest with yourself about how hard you're pushing yourself, how much stress, burden, responsibilities you're putting on your shoulder. There's an energy here of delegating with the Queen of Swords here. Think smarter, not harder. Like with the Emperor here and the Queen of Swords, you have very powerful leadership abilities. It's like you can communicate the needs of the team. I feel like people respect you, like I said, and so it's like they listen to you. So it's like if you tell them to go do something, they will do it. They will come together and look to you almost like the leader. Yeah, like I just heard the blind leading the blind. But I don't think that's just my brain. I'm getting more of like you leading, like I'm seeing like a sheep herder, honestly, a shepherd. But a good leader knows when to slow down. Also with this Ace of Pentacles, I also feel like this is you saying no, you know, not giving. You don't have to give all the time. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. Yep, you're a badass. I think there's something creative that you also want to manifest. And I feel like some of you have been very focused on maybe finances or career, that you might not have been able to give to this passion as much as you'd like. But that's coming in. I feel like it's coming in. I feel like it's actually when you slow down. Yeah, once you slow down. Oh my God, look underneath that. Once you slow down, 6 of Wands, success, victory. This is the key. Once you slow down, I feel like you're not going to feel as stressed anymore. You're not going to feel so much pressure to like, I feel like take on all these burdens. Like there's something here about like maybe codependency and like not being able to say no. And it's almost like this could even be with family, you know, it's like, hey, can you go pick up your sibling? Can you go grocery shopping, or can you do this or that? And it's like you don't know how to say no to your parent or something. This could even be like not knowing how to say no to your kids. Oh my God. But it's almost like if you started to kind of take more care of yourself, nurture self, have more rest, it's almost like all of that energy is going to be coming back. You're going to feel less stressed, and with that stress kind of off of your shoulders, the creative ideas just start pouring in. Like, I just feel like you're going to feel so connected to this creation, this space of creation, where it's like you finally feel safe, you finally feel comfortable, you finally feel like, okay, I've slowed down enough to pay attention to my passion. And then as soon as you do that, 6 of Wands. You might be looking for success in the wrong place right now. Like, it's almost like the career, the place that you're working or something, like that's not your destiny. Like, that's not your path. That's not where your success actually lies. Like, your success actually lies in you being comfortable, in your creativity. And for some of you, you've kind of learned that that's not responsible, is like giving into your passion, giving it, like some of you, this is like about art, being an artist in some kind of way. It's like maybe you were taught that that's not a real job, or, you know, they don't make money, so they're not successful. But in having that mindset, you've actually like crushed your dreams. You know, crushed your dreams, crushed your passions, and now it's almost like Spirit is wanting you to like make space again. Because I feel like you're looking for success, you're looking for victory, and it's like I feel like you think it's going to be in a lot of money. But see, I do kind of get that energy of like, once you're old and unable to do anything, will that money matter? I mean, maybe, yeah, for retirement, or for, I guess, yeah, logically. See, that's where I feel like you go, is like, you're like, well, logically, this will help me in the future. But then it's like you missed out on true fulfillment, true victory, true success. What I feel like you need to redefine success for yourself here. Because it's weird, I said it earlier, but I was like, Spirit truly believes you're destined for success. So it's like, stop stressing so hard. Stop stressing so hard and just create, you know? Oh my gosh, and underneath this freaking 6 of Wands, underneath this 6 of Wands, we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. This shows to me somebody letting go. It's like somebody that was clinging to their money, trying to save up all their money, penny pinch. It's like just putting money as the as the definition of success. Money, luxury is success. And I feel like this is you redefining that and letting go of that mindset. Like, usually in the Rider-Waite Tarot, it'll show somebody just clinging to this coin, you know, clinging to a giant coin, and they're like so stingy, and they're just like, they're like, this is my success, this is my legacy, money, 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 money. It's giving me Mr. Krabs. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get the last message. What does Spirit want you to know here? What does Spirit want you to know? Eternity. Interesting. Gently move your awareness from the external world. Why can't I read? To a world of light within your heart. Allow each breath to heal you as you drift to a place beyond time. Eternity exists within you, forever sparkling like a diamond. You are in essence a shining star, forever transforming to ever greater light. I feel like there's like also like a fear of death, like a fear of aging, a fear of getting older, a fear of death. And that's totally normal. I feel like a lot of us have these fears, and maybe we don't talk about them as much because it's taboo. But I just kind of want to remind you that your soul is eternal. I truly believe that based off physics, energy cannot be created or destroyed. So I truly believe our soul is eternal, you know? Where does it go? What? Come on, like that energy goes somewhere. And so I just feel like if you are very concerned about like running out of time, you have eternity, my love. You have eternity. And I don't know if that will help you really quiet those fears. You know, it feels deep rooted. It does. These fears feel like fear of death, fear of getting older, fear of like failure, you know? These are things we need to kind of look at and redefine. What is success to me? What does success really look like in this lifetime for me? And why am I so like it's almost panicked? Why am I working myself to the bone? I'm getting a very hippie energy all of the sudden. Like I'm hearing, it's like the last scene from the movie Across the Universe, and they're singing Love Is All You Need by the Beatles, and they're like on this rooftop, and they're like, love is all you need, you know, like they're just jamming. It's like you kind of need to be a little bit more of a hippie. Like you've kind of become, what's the word? I guess whatever the opposite of a hippie, you know? The words I'm thinking feel too harsh. You know, they feel too harsh. So I don't really think they're appropriate, but another message, please. Last message. Acceptance. Pile 1 pulled this as well. There is nothing about you that you need to fix. Reclaim the disowned parts of you that yearn for love and acceptance. You are beautiful just as you are, regardless of any faults you may perceive you have. You are an eternally radiant being of light. Accept all that you are and just be you. When you truly accept yourself, your whole world will magically and lovingly transform. And don't be so hard on yourself. Like, don't. Be gentle. That's what they want you to be right now. Is gentle, accepting, restful, encouragement. Your love is invaluable to the earth and to those around you. Even though you may not always see positive effect that your love has on others, trust, for it does. Each time you offer love through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love, and love always generates more love. Trust and continue your loving work. I love that it says work. Your loving work. It's almost like some of you have put money over love. And I think you need to kind of sit with that. Like, what's really important to me? So that's what I'm getting. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it at that. I feel like it was pretty straightforward. I really hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated as well. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. It is the easiest and freest way to support the channel, so I always appreciate if you do so. All right, guys, I'm just sending you so much love, light, protection, blessings. See ya. What's up, pile number 3? You guys chose free spirit. All right, I just feel like this is the fun pile. All right. You guys are my fun people. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Yes, I think you're very lovable. Like your spirit team just wants you to know, spirit wants you to know, you are so dang lovable. You are so much fun. You let people let go. Like you help other people around you to relax, have more fun. I feel like when people are with you, or even if they just see you post on social media, if just whenever people come in contact with your energy in whatever way, they are inspired. I think a lot of people are inspired. Like there's going to be, of course, like that percentage of people that are triggered or they dislike you, but for the most part, I think a lot of people find you just adorable. I don't know, I'm just getting like these words like lovable, adorable. I am getting sexy, so people do find you incredibly sexy. I don't know why I'm kind of getting like with her hair here, it's like you can almost see her nipple, like nip slip, you know, but like, ooh, like girl, she's spicy. She, you know, she's free. She's free. You make people want to be free. You make people realize how much of a box they're living in. You know, it's like they're living in the Matrix and you're over here swimming with the mermaids, you know, and they're like, I didn't even know mermaids existed. And you're just like, come on in, the water's great, you know? And it's so interesting because I feel like you might even say things sometimes that people would never think to say out loud. Like you're very unique. The way you speak, the phrases that you say, there's something about your communication here. I'm so sorry. I keep getting like mermaid puns. Like I'm hearing something about seagulls and like I'm just hearing like somebody cracking jokes and I don't know. There's like, I'm hearing there's something fishy about you. What is this? So there are people that are skeptical of your energy because some people might look at your energy as chaotic. All right. They might look at your energy as unbridled, is what I just heard. You can't be tamed energy. Yeah. Miley Cyrus can't be tamed. There's just a wild nature, and it's like I think that scares some people, especially people that are living very strongly in their little matrix world. You know, you come along and you're like, did you know you can color outside of the box? Like, did you know that you can? It's almost like somebody pulling out a can of spray paint and like graffiti tagging a wall, and it's like so beautiful, and it's like there's other people that would never want to do that, you know, like that would look at that as negative, that this, like there's something about your self-expression that so many people like love about you, but then there's that other percent, like I was saying, and I do feel like it's a smaller percent, which is funny, but they're like squares, or like they're people that like play by the rules, and like they're people that are not free. These are people that are chained by their reality. They're chained by their like by their beliefs, by their limiting beliefs. And look, I love this so much because we have the 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is all about trapping yourself within your own mind, you know, trapping yourself within your own limiting beliefs, you know, these limiting beliefs that other people carry. You don't seem to carry those, you know, you've been able to push past them and to question, be curious, think with your own mind instead of just maybe like following society's expectations, their rules. Like I just feel like you're a rule breaker, and it's so interesting because we have justice here, you know. And I do kind of get this energy of annoyance once again. I think this came through in pile 1. Was it 2? I'm so bad with the pot. Oh my god, my memory, trauma brain. But with justice here, like, I do feel like there's those people that get irritated with your energy, and it's very much like the sticklers who like are like, no, you're supposed to do it this way, or you know, like there's only one way to do things. Am I getting like, you might mock people, or like you might make funny voices, funny jokes. Like, I just think you're very funny, you're very lovable, you're just very open, free-spirited here. And there are those people with the stick up their ass that cannot stand you. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. And Spirit wants you to know this for some reason. So what's so funny is what I just realized too is like, there are those people that do really like dislike you, and they almost resent you for existing because you make them realize how freaking caged they are. Like, there's so many doors behind this person here. Like, just so many doors, right? And it's like you seem to have kind of cracked the code of like manifesting all these doors for yourself because you're very open, because you're very like, you're looking for these opportunities. You're very curious, right? And like, these people almost resent you because you make them realize how small of a bubble they live in, and how uncurious, is that a word? How not curious these people are. And it makes them feel small, and it makes them feel guarded, resentful. But at the same time, what is so funny is you start making these people curious. You actually start opening these people's eyes, I guess, to seeing what you're seeing. Like, I just feel like you're very clear. I'm getting like a clear energy where it's like, maybe you talk about being more questioning of the reality around us, like getting out of the matrix, and like maybe you talk about like pushing past societal expectation. You know, maybe you discuss these things very openly, so it's almost like people see your point of view. Your point of view is very clear. That's what it is. And so your point of view challenges these opposite kind of people's point of view. And I think it drives them crazy, because I think a lot of these people start to agree with you, and they start to see your side, and they start to be like, damn, or like, at least if they don't want to actually change, like you don't actually like, because for a lot of you, it's like they're inspired, and they're resentful of being inspired by someone like you, because they could have stayed in their shell forever. Like, why did you have to wake me up kind of energy? But it's like they reluctantly allow themselves to be awakened, right? But then there's also this group of people that want to stay very close-minded. They don't want to change, and they just resent you for existing. And, you know, what can you do, you know? But it's interesting, like, I think Spirit, like, wants you to be proud of yourself, proud of your point of view. I'm hearing your point of view is very necessary. Your point of view is needed, especially now, is what I just heard. And I'm almost getting this energy with this Ace of Cups. At first, when it first came out, I was like, oh, this person has love offers. And like I was saying, you're very lovable, you're very sexy, like you're very attractive here. So I feel like, yes, you do get love offers, but I think what the message actually was coming in was, make sure you're giving a lot of love back to yourself. Because just because you're lovable, right, it's like other people perceive you to be very lovable. Like, is your cup really full? Like, are you filling up your own cup as well? Because I think that with this kind of openness and also having this clear point of view where it's like, I think you're unapologetically yourself. By kind of living in that world, I do feel like people throw stones and they try to knock what they don't understand. And I think you have experienced, people that are just very committed to misunderstanding you. And I think it hurts. I think that you do internalize this as maybe there is something wrong with me. Maybe I'm wrong and I should just conform. Maybe I should just conform to this earthly reality. Maybe I should just conform to what society is expecting of me. I think you start to self-doubt. It's like you get into this energy of self-doubt because of that 20% of people that don't want to change and they see you in a very negative light. They just don't want to understand. They're very scared of what you represent. It's almost like, okay, I'm getting the example. My mom used to say this to us a lot, was if you were to bring a lighter 200 years ago, if you brought a lighter and you had a lighter, they would think you're a witch. They would think you are like you bring a telephone from the future to the past kind of energy. Like they would think that you're the devil, and it's because they don't understand it. And so a lot of this misunderstanding is hand in hand with fear. And so you scare them. You scare these people because you challenge their comfort zone, you challenge their safety net, that you challenge their reality. Like imagine your whole reality kind of being challenged. That's a very hard thing for people to experience. And so I think you need to kind of go easier on yourself. Don't look at these people's rejection as something wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. Like I said, your point of view is so necessary and it's beautiful. It is lovable. It's like you have so much love around you, but you need to just let these people stay in their safety zone. Because like I said, you can't change people. Just don't internalize it. Sorry. Don't internalize it. Make sure you're filling up your cup here. Make sure you're reminding yourself just how lovable you are. And that there's other people that are just like you, that are inspired by you, that want to be more like you. Okay, remind yourself of these things. Ace of Wands. Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands. Honor your ideas. Spirit really wants you to write down your ideas. Get your ideas out. Pen, paper, notepad on your phone. They want you to get your ideas out. I also just felt this energy of creating something with your hands. So creation energy, very powerful. Very powerful creation. I think you're meant to create something. You could be very creative here. You could be an artist in some way. People are very freaking attracted to you, dude. People are sexually, emotionally, romantically attracted to you. They love it. They're eating this energy up. Please remind yourself of this. Because sometimes I just feel like you have really down days. Where you just don't want to be you and you wish you were different. You wish you were like everybody else kind of days, and you feel like, oh yeah, there's a black sheep. There's a black sheep on her shirt. You feel like a black sheep. And I think that's exactly when you kind of need to take your power back and be like, you know what? I have fantastic, creative ideas that I deserve. It's something about putting your point of view out there. So I don't know if that's like through writing, through music. What are other ways, you know, even just like visual arts? I'm not sure. It's just like, I feel like very artistic energy, but it's like, we need more of that. We need more of that right now. We need more passionate, creative, curious individuals who are not afraid to let their voice be heard. They're not afraid to put their ideas out there. Knight of Wands, yes. So attractive. I don't know who you are, what you did, but people want it bad. Why does Spirit want you to know this? I just feel like it's coming from a place of like you not seeing yourself very clearly. I just heard dirty hippie. I remember in high school someone actually called me that. It was really funny. It was really funny. Like, oh, you big mad. You big mad. Because it was during a debate. And so like it was a logical debate and I was making a point and this person came at me with dirty hippie. Like, that's the best you can do in a debate? Then I totally trumped. I totally trumped you, bitch. So that's kind of the energy here. Is like, you need to fight back, okay? Yeah, with this Knight of Wands, you need to like fight back. You need to find your power. Like, I love that they're holding like this gun here, because you're more powerful than you realize. Your perspective is so powerful. I just keep getting this energy. We need more of this. We need more of this. We need more. All right. What am I missing? What's the message? Yeah, so they want you to focus here on your creativity. Especially when you get down. Especially when you get down on yourself, when you're feeling low. Like, that's exactly the time I think you need to kind of pour into your self-expression. 10 of Wands. What am I missing? King of Wands. I'm hearing that quote. What is that quote? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm hearing the song Who Am I Living For by Katy Perry. And it's so interesting because I always think of her stage performance, and I think it was in her like tour movie or whatever, where she is like singing Who Am I Living For, and she has like these ropes that, you know, she's using artistically to dance, but it's almost like they're representing like people telling her who she is, who she should be living for, like not living for herself kind of energy, not being able to express herself, and it's like breaking free from that. And I think there's literally a line in there about like, yeah, like heavy is the head that wears the crown. Because I feel like you're going to keep evolving, especially if you keep focused on this artistic path. Like, I do feel like it will lead you to success and evolving, like just growth in general. Mastery. Yeah, mastery in a craft for some of you. For some of you, you're like singers or rappers or artists here with the microphone. Podcast. I just got podcast. Who here has a podcast? Let me know. But you're meant to be heard. It's something about your voice. And we don't have the Ace of Swords here, but I feel like it's just something about your perspective, your voice, your point of view here. It needs to be heard. It needs to be spread. But what is this 10 of Wands? Heavy. Well, that's the heaviness, right? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. So I think because you are quite the free spirit, this world's responsibilities is very hard on you. Like, I think you're the kind of person, like, you would rather be creating art or, you know, whatever it may be, whatever this passion is. Like, you still have to pay your bills. You know what I mean? Like, you are living in our capitalistic reality, right? So it's almost like I just kind of get this energy of things being very heavy, and like your spirit team does want to recognize that, you know, this isn't going to get easier. I'm sorry, pile 3. I really feel like, is that the message? Is that the message? But yeah, it's like you need to kind of find other ways to kind of cope with this reality. Like, I think that there's just some things that are not going to change in this lifetime. And it's like you can keep fighting for these changes and like teaching people what you know, helping people to break free from their self-limiting beliefs. You know, as much as you keep doing those things, there's just gonna be, like I said, like that 20% of people that just do not want to change. Like, the world is not going to change overnight kind of energy. Even in 100 years, I don't know what society will look like, you know, and that is a daunting energy. So I think you're putting a lot on your shoulders. It feels more emotional, though. It feels more like emotion, like you feeling pain for the earth, you feeling pain for like the suffering, and especially that it feels like it's tied to money. Like, money is the root of all evil, and it's like, I think some of you want to just create so badly, but it feels like you're tied down by like work and responsibilities, burdens. Like, you're just so tied down that it gets you down. What am I missing? What's 5 of Cups? Let yourself cry. Yeah, let yourself feel it. I think you're just very sensitive, and you're like this vessel. I don't know. Like, you really represent a unique human experience. And I think you kind of, I don't know, I feel like you let the world get you down. You let the world pull you down sometimes. You let other people's expectations of you create self-doubt. You know, you let people make you feel bad for who you are. And I think also, like, you have this like worldly pressure where it's like some of you just like really wish that the world was different. And I think you need to let yourself cry, you know, let yourself feel this. Let yourself mourn the reality that you always wished for. Because like I said, I hate this message, but it keeps coming through of like, it's not going to go away anytime soon. Like, the fact that you have to pay your bills, the fact that you have things to do, deadlines, what, you know, this and that, the fact that you have this responsibility, it's not going to go away anytime soon. And so I think you need to process these emotions, let yourself feel this very deeply. I do think you need to channel this pain into your creative work. And that's where it's like almost like your vulnerability, your expression of the pain is such a beautiful, unique voice, you know? It's this unique point of view that we need, that the world needs to hear. Be honest, you know? Be honest, be open. Let yourself feel it all. Don't be ashamed for how deeply you're feeling this, or don't be ashamed that this is hard for you, because I feel like this is very hard for you to have to clock in to work, to have to, you know, maybe take care of kids. I don't know, like, I hate to put that as like a, yeah, like It could just be a responsibility, you know, but there's something about your reality that is really kind of getting you down. They want you to feel it. They want you to express it creatively. Talk about it. Talk about it with friends, family. People, I think there are other people who feel the same pain as you. And I think just hearing it from your clear perspective, from like your clear point of view, it's like it helps people feel better, feel less alone. And I think you'll feel less alone too. Like, oh, there are other people that want this world to change. But I do get a sense of you can't carry this forever, you know? It's like you can't live in this state of like pain and burden all the time. Like, I think there's part of you that needs to like let go of what's no longer serving you, because I do feel like some of you are kind of clinging to this sadness, to this disappointment, like you being very disappointed in the way that our society works, you know, the way our government works, like the way our systems work, whatever it may be. There's disappointment. But I think you need to, I don't know, like not hold on so tightly to this disappointment. Like, don't let that be what's leading you. Yes, express this pain, express this disappointment, but don't carry it. You know, it doesn't need to be on your back constantly, like pulling you down, pulling you down. I'm hearing that song. I think it's called, is it called Bastards by Kesha? Don't let the bastards get you down. I can't remember how it goes. Don't let the bastards get you down kind of energy. Don't let this world get you down. More importantly, yeah. Now I'm hearing another Beatles song. I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get high with a little help from my friends. I want to try with a little help from my friends. I think you need to work on a little bit of stability as well. Because some of you might not have like a stable house or a stable home that you feel really comfortable and safe. And I feel like you do need to like have a safe space, because that's when this Four of Wands, like that's when this creativity is going to really blossom. Like you'll feel safe enough to express yourself confidently. But I'm also, yeah, just getting like lean on your friends, lean on your support system right now. Also have more fun. Okay, I think you're a very fun person. Like, I think you're so much fun. Oh my god, I just split the deck and we have the Queen of Wands. Like, you are so much fun. And you're very well-rounded. And so fucking sexy. Dude, we have the Knight, we have the King, and we have the Queen of Wands. I do get like there's somebody maybe close to you, or somebody that's gonna make a romantic offer to you that like this person is definitely like your person. Like this person matches your freak. This person is just as attractive. They understand your perspective and they respect it. They love it. They cherish it. And you might even have similar perspectives, you know? But like I was saying, just lean on your friends, have more fun. You know, I think you get very deeply saddened by the state of the world, and that's totally acceptable. It's totally fine, but you're one person and you don't need to carry it all, okay? I love you. There's a lot of smoking. There's 2 cards, I guess. At least I'm being drawn to now. Smoke some weed and just call it a day. That was a joke, okay? Alright, what's the last message? What does Spirit want you to know? For my pile 3s. Alright, expression. How many times did I say the word expression in this video? Express how you feel clearly. And the way I was like, I kept hearing that clear perspective. Oh my God. Okay. Express how you feel. Oh, fear. Express how you fear. Okay. Interesting. Express how you feel clearly, lovingly, and honestly without fear or judgment. Say it exactly like it is. All will be resolved when you express to others how you truly feel. Trust in the power of life to guide you and heal all concerned. Self-expression is liberating and healing. Some of you have been kind of shut down lately, like by other people and like judgmental people that just don't get it, you know? And it's like Spirit's telling you, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Keep expressing yourself, you know? All right, we have positive outcome. I think this came out for pile 1. At this very moment, you're sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes, whether through love, fear, or indifference. You're always creating something. So remember to keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. Yeah, because I feel like some of you are spiraling into like a very dark place, and that's where Spirit's like, you know, you're manifesting your reality. So it's like, if you are in that dark place, that's where you're going to be. That's what you're manifesting. If you are in this positive space, you're going to manifest more positivity, or more solutions, more fun. Believe. Be open to all possibilities and opportunities. Let go of preconceived ideas. There's nothing to fear. You are constantly surrounded by love. Start to believe in yourself and trust your instincts. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities abound, provided you are flexible and retain an open heart and mind. Believe all is possible. Like, don't fall back into those self-limiting beliefs where it's like, the world will never change, everything is awful, you know, like, don't spiral, don't go there. Keep believing. Keep on believing. Hold on to that feeling. You know, sometimes you just gotta bust out in some Journey, Don't Stop Believing, you know? It's just one of those songs. You gotta do it sometimes. So I think that's all I'm getting for you, pile number 3s. This was lovely. I am sending you so much love, light, protection, blessings. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed, if you resonated, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. It's the easiest, freest way to help support the channel. So I always appreciate if you already do. Love you guys so much. Till next time. Peace.